are back with our good friend Steve Simmons of New Mexico Horse Adventures and Rio Sandia Carriage Service, which offers the horse lover unique experiences that include lessons, programs, and even equestrian vacations. Hi, Steve.
How are you?
Good morning.
Nice to be back. Thank you.
We had a really good time with you last time.
We sure did.
Well, we enjoyed the fact that you had a good time.
Well, our viewers may remember the last time we got our first horseback riding lesson.
Yes.
And it was a blast.
It was. It was tough to do, but you guys made it fun.
Well, thank you.
And a little easier to understand.
Good.
Yes.
So,
And safe.
Yeah, absolutely. That's key right there. Now, one of the services that you offer are carriage rides, too. So we got to do that.
We sure did.
A couple of weeks ago. Let's go ahead and take a look at it.
This is Cambridge Silver Star, who is a 10-year-old Morgan mare. And for the first 5 years of her life, from ages 2 to 5, she was a brood mare. She has had 3 really nice foals for me. But then about 5 years ago, I thought, well, maybe she could drive. And I got interested in driving, and Morgans are particularly good at the driving. They just seem to take to it. So I spent about 2 years on the ground training her and working with her to get her ready to drive. And then a friend of mine, who's actually much more experienced than I am, took her and trained her to pull a carriage and a cart, and actually trained me to do the same thing. And it turns out she's really good at it, and she really likes it.
Thank you.
Oh, fun. Thank you, sir.
Step up. Step up, sweetie. She can really get up and trot. Morgans have a big trot anyway, but she could just get up and fly if she wants to. It's all reins here. When you drive a horse, you have your voice and you have the reins. You don't have your body, you don't have your legs. So that's why we spend a lot of time in the round pen and the square pen and ground driving them, so they get really well trained to the reins and to your voice. Most of what Star does will be for my voice. You know, you have to remember that, 150 years ago, our ancestors just did this to go to the store.
Yep.
And there are times I've hitched her up and gone to the post office in Corrales and that kind of thing. And people seem to get a kick out of it here.
This is such a romantic moment. It is.
This would be perfect. This would be perfect for like a proposal or like a first date if you really want to impress somebody.
Oh, I love that sort of clippity-clop on the pavement when they trot.
I love this.
This is awesome. It was.
It was a great time.
Well, good.
It transports you back in time.
Sure does.
You feel like a princess or something.
Well,
we did.
Corrales is a great place to have horses because everybody's so sympathetic to the whole thing. Yeah.
Yes, even when we were crossing a very busy street, you noticed everybody was waving. Everybody was so excited to see. It was exciting to people. I love that.
And it's so nice to go back and look at the blue skies. I mean, just a gorgeous view there.
Yeah,
of the mountains.
we were lucky. We had a really nice day, and it was before the fires and everything.
And
so.
Star is an amazing horse. And as you said, Morgans are great horses for driving.
And she has a great temperament. She just doesn't get flustered or upset at anything, and she knows her job, and she loves her job. And
What I think is so interesting when you're watching that, what people don't know, because obviously it's condensed, but it takes time. You have to get her all prepared and ready. And as she was walking back into the carriage, there's a whole process that goes along with this. And you've mastered it, obviously.
Well, I've worked at it for several years, and then, like I say, Star is such a wonderful horse to work with. She understands her job. She knows it. She's done it enough. She knows the routine, and she just goes to work for me.
Yeah, it's a totally different thing because you're not riding the horse. So you're having to guide her. You don't have the squeezes. I guess that's what it's called. Forgive me if I'm not saying it correctly, but it's totally different, right?
Well, you don't have your legs and you don't have your seat, so all you have are the reins and your voice.
And your voice.
And that's why we spend so much time in the round pen before we ever hitch her up to get her to respond to my voice. She will walk, she will stop, she will trot. All of my voice.
Well, it's such a wonderful opportunity to get out and do a carriage ride, but you've got other services as well. Can you tell us about some of the other services that you offer at New Mexico Horse Adventures?
Well, we're really trying to be the all-encompassing equestrian vacation program for people. We can do horseback riding lessons, we can do equestrian photography, we can do wild horse viewing, we can do carriage rides, driving lessons, horseback riding lessons. We really have a nice program, and the horses we use are Morgans, and they really like people. And
they do. We can vouch for that, right, Kristen?
Oh yeah, they're sweet.
They are just, and I love how they watch each other. When we were leaving with Star on the carriage, one of the other, I think it was Desi, the other horse, was watching us. Where are you going? I mean, it's like they all have their own special personalities.
And they're so curious with the camera. Even they were really curious.
Yeah.
Well, they're a family, and when somebody leaves, they want to know where's my buddy going, and when are they coming back.
Exactly.
Now, speaking of families, a lot of families are on a budget. So what are your fees for this, for some of the programs?
Well, it really depends what they want to do, but we custom design each program for each person. You know, we can do just simple basic lessons. We can do more advanced riding lessons. There are great places in New Mexico to ride. We really like to work with each person, each group, each family, and really design the program for them and make it work, because for this, a lot of people, we're the introduction for them to horses.
Sure are, absolutely.
And we really want that to be a good experience for everybody.
And it really was. And we want to let everybody know how they can get in touch with you and how they can create these experiences of their own. You can call 505-301-0917. Of course, you are located in Corrales, as we mentioned, just beautiful out there. And you can go to NewMexicoHorseAdventures.com for more information. And of course, you can come to our website for this link and more information about carriage rides, which we loved. We highly recommend it.
We had a great time. Thank you so much for
thank you. Thank you for coming out.
Thanks, Steve. We'll look forward to seeing you again next time.